And we are back for yet another episode of my journey to success. First of all, if there are a lot of cuts in this video, it is because I am coughing a lot again. It's very frustrating, which just makes my life a little bit harder when it comes to editing. But hey, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do at this point. So, yeah. But it's good to be back. The reason why I didn't record one last week, got too busy with school, with work, with all that kind of stuff. So, just a little, like I said, like I usually do, just a nice little update on my life, and then get something off my chest, which I've been thinking about for quite a while actually. So, yeah, I'll start with a quick catch up. I finished school. I finished my last exam, so thank the Lord, that's finished. So now I'm on holiday for the next, I'd say I've got about a month. I've got a month because then on the 9th of August, 2 weeks, I'm going to Austria. That's just a holiday with my family. So I've got from now until then to start with the TikTok. When it comes to, okay, we'll finish with school first before we move on to a different topic. So school, finished that. I got 2 or 3 more assignments to work on, and then after that I've got to do some I think I'll go to school one more time just for like one more meeting for the end. I don't know, something like that, but I'll chat to my teachers about that. And then we have at school, so school's finished. Then training. Ever since my powerlifting events, I've only been to the gym, okay, including yesterday 3 times. But before that, it was only on a Wednesday and a Friday. And there was like a week and a half in between. And I was just sick, tired, working 30 hours a week while still going to school. It was dreadful. Getting 5-6 hours of sleep a night, it was horrible. So there's also a reason why I didn't record. So yesterday, like I said, was my first gym session in a while. And I had trained chest and back the last time I trained, which was that Friday. And I just decided, no, okay, I'm gonna just decide to train some back. So I did some back. I did some deadlifts for the first time after my comp. And no, I lie, actually, it was my second time. My first time deadlifting, when I went on that Wednesday. And I did some deadlifts, or RDLs, but I went light. So, and then I did some deadlifts yesterday, and I think because I was with Mourinho then, and he was there, and he was also just taking it pretty chill. And I went there and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna deadlift and just see how heavy I can go before something starts feeling wrong or something starts feeling bad. And because I hadn't gone to the gym in 2 weeks, I was so happy to be back. So I went there, and I don't know why, but everything felt so damn light. But I literally, I think my favorite weight out of that whole session would be the 180, but the warm-ups, 140, felt like 60 kilos. It moved way too easily. So as soon as I was moving easily, I was like, yeah, we're going 5 plates today. So I went 5 plates. I did 5 plates for 3 reps. For the first set, second set, I did 1 for 2 reps, and then immediately dropped to 180, and then did 6 pause reps. Those hurt. And especially now because, and that's another thing that I wanted to say afterwards, but there is another powerlifting event at the end of the year in December, and I already the previous powerlifting events, I think I trained for a good 3 weeks just straight after my marathon. It wasn't really properly trained for. So I think at least what I'm going to do with Mourinho is he sent through some guides on how to build a proper schedule and a proper training plan, and then so we can work on that. So the goal is to hit very high numbers, but the plan is to go and figure out, first of all, when exactly the thing is. They just said it's before Christmas in December. Yeah, okay, when is it exactly? So the plan is, as soon as you figure out that date, go take between 12 and 15 weeks before. You're like, okay, that's when proper training starts. And you build up from there. So you build up from there and you go 5. I don't know exactly how you're going to do that, but that's in a video. So that's what I'm going to learn. But you just gradually get heavier and heavier every week. And I'm assuming you have a deload week, or just like a week where you don't go as heavy, because I had that with my previous powerlifting events, where the week before we only did one heavy session, and afterwards it wasn't really anything big. So yeah, we'll then have a taper week during the end of prep. So yeah, that's the plan for powerlifting and for the gym. And I'm thinking about, look, cardio for me is something that it's a weird one for me, because do I want to run? Not really. So yeah, it's a weird one for me. I like running, but I don't like running. I like walking, but I don't like walking. It's all these little things, but I think I would prefer to have just a day just for cardio, and my preferred type of cardio would then be like walking. I don't think, because if you look at the main benefits you want to get, especially for what I'm doing, when I'll be doing my cardio, it will be in between my gym sessions. And the last thing that I want is going into a gym session knowing the day before I ran and I'm already exhausted, because I'm pushing myself to the absolute limit every single time I train. So trying to push myself because I can't run slowly. I hate it. The couple weeks before my marathon, my deload weeks, my taper phase, I hated it. Hated it with a passion. Because I cannot run slow. I need to find a pace where I'm comfortable running at, which is not too fast, but also not too slow, and run that for a good long distance. But if I don't do that if I have to run, if someone tells me no, run slowly, I'm sorry, I can't. It's so frustrating. So I think my type of cardio would just be like a nice long walk. And I think because I have a couple of routes that I have in my head, but that's something that I definitely want to do, is just go for a nice long walk, because walking is literally the best thing to do, because you get your steps in, and it's low intensity cardio. That's the best way to do it. You don't lose much muscle, you don't lose any strength. There's not many downsides to it. So that's the kind of thing that I'd want to incorporate into my program. But that's something that I'll talk to Mourinho about. I'm not going to say, no, okay, this time I'm going to do this. No. I'm going to let the professionals tell me what they think I should do, and then go from there. I'm not going to be the smart ass, the 18-year-old kid that thinks he knows everything because he's strong. No. It's not who I am. And the thing is with this new powerlifting event, I spoke to Mourinho about this, and I keep referencing Mourinho. He's my coach. He's an absolute legend. I'll put all his information in the description. Absolute legend of a guy. But if you want to know more about him, all his socials are in the description. Go check him out. Great dude. So yeah, I was chatting to him about my priorities, because as you guys know, I do a lot in my life. So I want to make sure I set my priorities straight before I start doing all these kind of things. So I have gym, school, work, family time, and then and time with my girlfriend. Yeah, now I fit all of that And the way I'm doing those things, I'm working, say 20 to yeah, call it around 25 hours a week, but it's only this week and next week. After that, I'm taking some time off. It's mainly going to be working those many hours until about the end of next week. But that's a nice runway into work. As you can see, working for picnic. Just came back from my shift, and yeah, it's going well. Is it something that I really literally enjoy so much? Not particularly. Is it serving the purpose I want it to? Absolutely. It's making me money, so I can start TikTok. And I had this conversation with my parents, my mom, and she gave me some good advice, which I really appreciate. And that's something I'll go over a little bit about when I want to get that stuff off my chest. But when it comes to the business side, not much has changed. It's still my priorities, like school and that kind of stuff, have gotten in the way, school and work. But yeah, so to kind of sum it all up, I have gym, school, business, and friends and family. Prioritizing all of that, and God, obviously, but I always put everyone under God. That's always, it's always God, and then everything else so for me, it's those are my priorities. That's what I'm working with, and that's what both me and my coach know, Marina. So the thing that I wanted to get off my chest was, I was just looking at my situation, and every now and then I have these moments where I kind of just have to like look at my life and be like, hold on, Luke, just stop. Take a step back and look at where the fuck you are on this planet. Because you have those moments where you see a TikTok or an Instagram that comes past, and you see how small the earth is compared to the whole universe. And you're just like, wait, hold on. And I had a perfect example today. It wasn't about like a multi-universe thing. It was more about, I went to go and deliver to an old age home. And I went to go deliver to this guy's house. And he's this guy, and I don't know, I think he's got Down syndrome, and he's in like one of those electric wheelchairs that got all those buttons and knobs that he used to move and talk and that kind of stuff. And me being the able-bodied, strong person that I am, I can take that for granted sometimes. I can be like, oh shit. Like there's people that are out there that have it way worse than me. So it was kind of like just a quick like snapshot of, oh, it could be worse. Life could be worse than what it is. You could be in a wheelchair, half dying. But you're not. So it was kind of one of those moments where you had to take a step back and realize where you are, what you've done, where you're going, and your relationships with people in your life, your loved ones. And for me, because and then I look back, and then this was my situation that I saw when I look back. I'm an 18-year-old dude who is ambitious, who wants to make a crap ton of money by a certain age, who wants to have a fantastic physique, wants to be strong with that physique, who wants to have an amazing wife, amazing family, amazing business, a business that turns a lot of money every month, and then still have the mix of the work and the business, the work and the school, and the personal life. It's a lot of things that you have to that I'm currently doing. And I wouldn't say I cut myself slack. I wouldn't say that. But it would be more about the fact that I think I'm not doing enough, but then I look at what I'm doing and I'm like, oh shit, I actually am. So you kind of see and look at yourself and realize how much you're actually doing. And then you don't feel bad for being lazy, because you can be like, I'm doing stuff with my life. I really am. And it's funny because there's sometimes I just want to go to someone and be like, what the fuck do I do in the situation? In the situation of you want to make a bunch of money, but you need to spend time with your girlfriend, but you need to go to the gym, but you need to make food, but you need to go do all these other things for work, and you're like, hold on. What am I doing? Which one goes? What is going on? And I can't go to anyone because no one's been that I know of. No one's been in the position that I am now with the goals that I want. And I can't even find those people online. The people that have achieved such amazing things with the amount of drawbacks that I've had and am having. So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of finding people who have experience in certain things. So say for example, when it comes to business, if you want to earn a certain amount of money, you go to the person that's made that amount of money in a month or the year or whatever, ask them, how do you do that? And then for relationships, you look at a situation, okay, long distance relationship, who do you know, social media or friend or whatever, has experienced it, and you tell them the situation, you tell them, what advice do you have for me? I can tell you, and you combine them two. That's what I'm having to do. So it is a little bit frustrating, but I just know it'll be worth it. I really know that one day it will be worth it. So for me, is it hard now? Yes. Is it going to be hard in the future? Yes. Is complaining about it gonna help? No. So, and another thing about achieving big things, this is the last thing I'll end on. When I was telling my mom about what I want to do for my business in my future, it's quite ambitious with the whole TikTok thing. My mom says to me, look, I'll be honest, she doesn't understand exactly how it's gonna work. She doesn't. And I kept saying to her, Mom, but I believe in this. I believe in this because I know how to do it, and I know my work ethic, and I know my discipline. I can do it. She says to me, she's always been the person to believe in me. Always. No matter how ambitious my goals are, she's always been the first person to be like, okay, go do it. Go. I'm not stopping you. Go. So, and I think that's a lesson I want to learn, that I've learned for my kids. I never, not just my kids, but anyone I come across, and say to them, look, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Look, anything is possible. Literally everything that you want in life is possible. Everything. There is nothing impossible in this life. Luke 1:37. With God, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. If you believe it, you can do it. You just have to believe. If you believe something is possible and everyone else around you thinks it's impossible, but you see in your mind, you see your visions, you think it's possible, go and do it. You believe in it, you go do it. Because God's given you that vision, So you have to go and fulfill it. You can't sit there and complain that no one believes in you, because God gave you that vision for a reason. You have to fulfill that vision. You have to. It's your purpose. If you're seeing something that's so ambitious, it's like you can't put it into words, but it's so ambitious, it's so big. You can't sit in your room and be like, no one believes in me. I do. I believe in you. Go. Go. I believe in you. Go do it. Go. Go do the things no one else thinks you can do. Go do the thing that everyone will laugh at you about, but when you succeed, they'll ask you how you did it. Go do it. Because when you achieve it, that feeling is so incredible, it is so undescribable, and it is so worth it. All the pain you're going through right now, all of it, it will be worth it in the end. You have to have faith, and you have to believe. You have to believe that everything you're doing is going to work out in the end, and all the pain is going to end at some point. It is going to end. It's either pain is going to end, or you build tolerance for it. That's how it works. There's no going back. You started it. There's no going back. Keep freaking going. Keep going. It gets hard. We know. We're in this together. It's gonna get hard. But giving up is not an option. Stopping is not an option. I need everyone who's watching this video to understand that no matter what happens in your life, no matter how big your dreams and goals are, I need you to understand this. It is possible. It's possible. Or your dreams, or your goals, or your ambitions, everything. It is possible. If you believe it, if you see it, that's all that matters. If you believe it's possible, but everyone else around you thinks it's impossible, but you have the visions of that thing, and you know it's possible in your head, go do it. Because one day, when you achieve that thing, and that certain goal, belief, dream, whatever, people will look at you and be like, wow, you actually inspired me to go and live my dream. And if that's not a reason to keep going, I don't know what is. So, I believe in you. Keep going. And go and achieve everything that everyone says is impossible.